tonight here at Target Center. The Minnesota Timberwolves taking lineups for the Wolves. But the Pistons tonight once again without Tobias Harris. Showdown with the Wolves tonight.
Pretty good story. J.B. Bickerstaff got that 42nd win against the Cleveland Cavaliers last ballgame.
Beasley missing on the three. We'll be keeping an eye on that three-point battle between Beasley and Anthony Edwards. Beasley leading the NBA in three-point field goals with 286. Edwards has 283. Edwards stopped by the defense, finds an open Rudy Gobert. Teammates did a great job of that on Friday. Starts the game that way tonight.
Had his career high against the Pistons in Detroit last time these two teams met, and Jalen Duren going right at Rudy Gobert right there. And it was not a pleasurable game to watch when Ant had his 53. And there was not a lot of passing involved in that game. Minnesota only had 20 assists in that game, but him passing.
Oh, on top!
It's so important to get Rudy involved and to have both Ant and Julius be the beneficiaries of getting the assist that is big. And that Houston Rockets team, their whole identity is about toughness and defense, and so is this Pistons team. And those Thompson brothers have a lot to do with that.
Expect this to be a physical ball game throughout. Pistons already setting the tone with their physicality early. Edwards caught in the corner, defended by Hardaway. Sidestep into a three, off the heel. Edwards continues to lead the NBA in unassisted three-point made field goals. Schroeder, oh, beautiful fake, dumps it off to Duren. Duren the spin, and that's a goal. Started his season in Brooklyn, was traded to Golden State, and now in Motown. Randall, bully ball inside, left the shot short. Thompson the rebound.
Schroeder had 17 last ball game. Is an amazing spin move right there.
And that's off.
Well, you have to match physicality. We talked about that. Shell concept for Minnesota. This is a team that wants to play fast in Detroit. You got to get back and get your defense set. Then the Wolves have to move the ball. They did it early. Julius going at Asar Thompson. Last time dribbles it off his findings of the month, but since January, Minnesota has gotten into the top 5 in a lot of categories, offensive and defensive rating included. This Pistons team has also done that, Michael. When you sort for since March and February, this Pistons team has gotten so much better, especially post All-Star break.
Edwards firing from straight on, short on the three. Gobert offensive rebound, muscles inside. That's 3 already in this first quarter.
You know, and Rudy's taking it upon himself here too, because when Minnesota's been dropping some of these games they should have won, Rudy's saying, hey, we have to solve our own problems, and he is really taking it into his own hands right now. These last 3 games have been transcendent for him.
Another miss. Offensive rebound, Thompson going at Gobert, put it up with the left, doesn't get the roll. Strong rebound by McDaniels. Tonight is the 70th all-time meeting between these two teams. The Wolves have a 35-34 advantage in the series. It's been tight. Conley. And
that's trying to box you out and keep you away from the rim, and Rudy wins that time against Jalen Duren.
Edwards working around the defense, finds Randall beyond the arc, well off the mark. Schroeder over to Duren, on the drive, put it up and off. Randall the rebound. Wolves running the other way. Randall down the lane, put it up and off, got it back. Couple of pump fakes and is stripped by Hardaway. Quickly ahead, Beasley penetrating, put it up off Duren, the offensive putback.
Julius is trying to be aggressive, come into play here a little bit. I mean, Detroit's just 5 of 13, Michael. They haven't hit a 3 yet. Rudy as well. 4 double-doubles last year, Michael. He's got 30 this year. So, and Minnesota's 20-10 when he has one. So they really need to get him involved on both ends, not just defensively rebound the ball, but offensively to see him be productive, put pressure on the rim.
Duren leaves it for Thompson. Outside, Hardaway firing from deep. No. Thompson the offensive rebound, nearly lost it. Now has an open lane. Oh, the spin and
around, had the rim acquired. They play with great speed. They're playing with better discipline, and they play above the rim. I mean, they are really special.
Pistons on a 9-2 run. Hand off to Edwards. Edwards 0 for 2 in the early going. Randall is 0 for 4. Edwards defended by Beasley. Double comes and goes for the skip.
Here, they got to pick up the pace a little bit. This Detroit defense is tough, and if you're sitting there having to play against a set defense all the time, even after makes, get it back inbound and get it up the floor is a fan of the game up.
DiVincenzo with the handle. Working on Thompson. Put it up over 2 defenders. No. Gobert gets it out to Reed. Reed for 3. Well off the mark. Fence just outside the top 10. Dante downtown. Fontecchio can't answer. Rebound Reed. Edwards watched closely by Thompson. On the drive, throws it up, but too high for Gobert. Hardaway the other way, got the layup.
As I was saying, this Pistons team plays hard and they play fast.
Second in the NBA in fast break points. Nearly 19 a game. Shot no good from McDaniels. Thompson. And Hardaway leaves it for Duren. He tried to.
They have a tremendous shove concept. Jalen Duren's
nice pass. DiVincenzo got another 3. Things the Wolves can take advantage of. Detroit is 23rd against opponent 3-point field goal percentage. This is Schroeder going for 2. No. Edwards operating on Hardaway. Goes glass. No. Tipped up and off. Rebound Schroeder. Hardaway fouled again beyond.
A little bit too close. Hardaway knows.
To this ball game. 2 fouls. Presences. (20-12). Detroit on top. Alexander Walker on the logo. Watched by Holland. Gobert to DiVincenzo. Back inside to Gobert, who had to scoop it up, and Gobert. DiVincenzo gives it up. Randall back to DiVincenzo. A lot of contact. Late whistle. The East belonging to Milwaukee and Indiana. And now Dame Lillard is out with the blood clot. They've dropped to 6th. Detroit in 5th. As Edwards gets a beautiful block on Holland. DiVincenzo the other way, throwing it up. Naz Reid completes the.
And getting transition, and it's going to be
on the scoreboard, but it's not.
Holland had Sasser comes off the bench as well and really gives them a shot round 2.
Reid met at the rim by Isaiah Stewart. Pistons running the other way. Beasley sets the feet, drills the triple. The season to lead the entire NBA. Randall at the free throw line, over to Edwards. Edwards, contact.
Backbone, just like Jalen Duren does. Not big enough to be a rim protector, but he's become one. And Isaiah Stewart, he's been nothing but positive for these Pistons fans since he's been in the league. Of course, he and Jaden McDaniels playing together at Washington.
This is Sasser, over to Beasley. Watched by Edwards, gives it up to Fontecchio. Clock winding down, great defense by Minnesota. They don't finish it with the rebound. Stewart gives it up to Holland in the corner. Holland stripped by DiVincenzo. Nice bounce pass. Reed came up with it, shovels it off to Randall for two.
This game when they've gotten out and gotten into fast break situations.
Sasser can't hit. Fontecchio on the offensive board. Beasley. Clock winding down again. Fires a triple, and it's a switch.
Got a contested hand up that time, and he just made a tough shot.
Skip pass. No. He started 0 for 2, but has hit his last 4 from beyond the arc. Second quarter underway. Reed gives it up to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo nearly lost the handle. Fontecchio all over him. Gonna have to make a play. Fires from deep. Off the heel. Rebound secured by Holland. Wolves shooting 33% from the floor, 25% from deep. Fontecchio. Stewart finds Beasley. Got some space. Can't hit. Wolves dodge one there. Conley faking the baseline drive. Gets a nice screen from Gobert. Throws it up and in. First field goal for Mike Conley. Alexander Walker gonna have to get in Beasley's jersey. Oh, the steal! Conley over to DiVincenzo. Toss it up. Gobert makes the catch. Pump fake. And
the defense committed to Dante, but Mike Conley igniting that whole play by getting the steal initially.
Fourth dunk of the game for Gobert. Good contest on Fontecchio. DiVincenzo clears it. Nice bounce pass.
Well, that's just a guard coming and trying to knock a guy out of the way a little bit. That's nothing. There must have been something else, though.
Got a little tangled up there as Sasser knocks down the triple.
7th in the league, 40.5 points a game. And Marcus Sasser had a couple really nice games before this last Cleveland Cavalier game.
Nice pass. Alexander Walker to Gobert. Trying to keep the pivot, put it up and off, tapped out of there by Stewart. It's not strong enough on the interior. Holland the other way. Blocked by DiVincenzo. He's a rim protector. No. Yes!
Minnesota getting some energy here. Dante loves all the smoke, and he is ready to bring it. That block was tremendous.
Stewart push shot, no. Tipped up and secured by Gobert. DiVincenzo disrespected fun.
And they were refereeing right there.
Trying to diffuse the situation. I love the physicality and the intensity in this ballgame.
For sure.
But got to keep it under control. Holland on the drive. Man got away with an extra step, put it in. 10-point advantage for Detroit.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player. Good fake.
Reed turned the corner and
it was in. Luka calmly.
If you just joined us, you missed a lot.
You missed a whole lot. Pistons were up 16 at one point here in the first half.
Schroeder gives it up to Fontecchio, got it back. Clock winding down. Schroeder finds Fontecchio. Deep three, no good. Rebound, Gobert. Conley. And the lane scoops it up with the left. 9:34. Duran got it to Beasley. And whistle blows.
Which again to get Malik Beasley an open shot. And Nikhil had to follow him. Look at the hand battle that they are in right now. That's
Beasley.
Crazy. Past him, and he just knocks it out of the park every time. This shot right there by Anthony Edwards. Beasley already with 5 3-point makes in this game.
I mean, these actions to get him open have been tremendous for Detroit. Schroeder trying to draw the foul.
He's playing in this three-point shooting battle with.
And Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris was a late scratch. Cade Cunningham hasn't played. Step back, Edwards got it back. Gives it up to Gobert. Got it on the handoff. Edwards on the drive, tossed out too high.
4 from the field, and Detroit is putting a tremendous amount of pressure on him. Chris Finch is going to be really stressed to be able to find actions to get him the basketball.
Have not found a rhythm yet. Beasley again. Clark. Still early. Beasley, space again. That time he's short. Rebound McDaniels, and the Wolves are going to have to find a way to blow up these actions. Beasley getting too much room. Randall found room to the rim. Fontecchio, no good. Rebound Clark. Up ahead to Randall.
Just hit 7 threes against Cleveland, so one three-point shooter sits down, another one comes in the game.
Edwards, no with the left. Gobert keeping it alive. Foul.
It does, as a matter of fact.
Edwards stops on a dime, fires the midi, won't go. Slapped out of there in the hands of Schroeder. 3-on-1, and the flop. You only have one option. That's
Minnesota in the form of Dante DiVincenzo and Naz Reid are back in the locker room.
Randall and roll. (49-38) after the free throws. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. A second quarter that's taken an eternity. Schroeder off the window, 2 more, 13-point advantage for Detroit. Randall surrounded, gives it up. Alexander Walker can't hit the 3, and it's going to be.
He still goes.
Iterations of the Detroit Pistons have had bad boy energy. That championship team back in the early 2000s with Ben Wallace and Schroeder
Doing games for the Pistons. He was telling me that Larry was coaching that Pistons team, everything he did worked, and they won the championship. And now here, and you can see it too. The way that JB supports these guys, the way that he always giving them words of encouragement, phenomenal.
Alexander Walker with the acrobatics.
Nice.
Taking it coast to coast.
Feeding the pressure that time. Minnesota's compete level is really picked up here. Wow.
13-point advantage for the Pistons. Conley leaves it for Randall. Randall on the drive, scoops it up and in for 2 more.
Wow. That pass almost didn't make it there. Tim Hardaway Jr. had his hand in the pocket, trying to steal it. Julius came away with it and made a really hard finish.
Hasar blew the layup. Randall down the lane, count it! Hey! Make it 11. Jalen Duren with 3 fouls has to go to the bench. So Luke Walton has to go with Paul Reed. Well off the mark. Shot clock does not reset. Thompson going to have to make a play. Turnaround, Jay is a brick. Rebound, Alexander Walker. The lead is single digits. Edwards, blow by, and wills it. Beasley over Conley, doesn't get the roll. Gobert. Another rebound, his 11th in the first half. Randall working on Thompson. Turns off glass
on Monday. A lot about JB and Coach of the Year. Engton has done a nice job too, refashioning this roster. The veteran leadership they brought in. Tobias Harris, huge. Obviously, Malik Beasley's been huge, but Paul Reed's part of that as well.
Conley can't put it in, and the ball ricochets to Hardaway. Detroit trying to move back up by double figures. And Schroeder as a midseason pickup has been huge for Detroit. And not
right, though, Dennis Schroeder getting him in the mix as well. Great pickup during the season.
Conley got it back from Gobert. On the drive.
Foul.
And he was...
Of course, they're the leading scorers for the Pistons, and really the players talking amongst themselves, guys, on the offensive end. They want to take advantage of the weak rim.
Randall hits both. Hardaway throwing it up top. Thompson had to bring it down. Reed. Nowhere to go with it. Gives it up to Thompson. Clock winding down. Thompson, the J.